The stadium in Birmingham was already loud. Then it became something else entirely. On the final leg of the women's 4x400-meter relay, a British runner pulled level with Femke Bol. Level. Shoulder to shoulder. Not 5 meters back. Not fading away. Right there beside her. The home crowd rose to its feet. For about 300 meters, they believed. Then the home straight arrived, and every single person in that stadium remembered exactly who they were watching. She races as Femke Broeders-Bol now. She is 26 years old. And she has built her whole reputation on one very simple job. Take the baton last, bring it home. But this season was different, and that is why this one race mattered so much. For the whole of 2026, Broeders-Bol had been racing the 800 meters, 2 laps, not one. She had not been training for pure one-lap speed. She had been training for something slower and longer and completely different. So people who follow this sport closely asked a fair question before Birmingham. Could she still find that famous finishing kick over a single lap? Or had a season of 800-meter work quietly taken it away from her? She started answering that question earlier in the week. In the women's 800 meters, she won bronze. It was her first ever European medal at that distance. A brand new event for her. A medal on her first real try. Then came Sunday night, the last night of the championships, and the relay. The Netherlands were chasing a third straight European title in this event. They won it in Munich in 2022. They won it again in Rome in 2024. Nobody just hands over a third one. And the field was serious. Norway arrived as the fastest team in Europe this season. Spain had run a national record earlier in the year. Poland had real depth across 4 legs, and Great Britain had a home crowd screaming behind them. So the Dutch put out their strongest possible team. Myrte van der Schoot led off. Then Lieke Klaver, who had just won bronze in the individual 400 meters. Then Eveline Saalberg. And Femke Broeders-Bol on the anchor leg, straight off her 800-meter bronze. Van der Schoot and Klaver did their job perfectly. Between them, over the first 2 legs, they built a big lead. A commanding lead. The kind of gap that makes a relay look finished before it really is. It was not finished. Saalberg took the baton for the third leg, and Great Britain started closing, meter by meter, step by step. The noise kept building as the gap kept shrinking. By the time Saalberg handed over, the lead was small, very small. That set up the moment everyone in the stadium came to see. Femke Broeders-Bol against Eveline Newnham. Newnham is no ordinary anchor. She had already won silver in the 400-meter hurdles at these same championships. She was running in front of her own people. She was not going to hand anything over politely. And she did not. Newnham sat right on Broeders-Bol's shoulder. For 300 meters, she stayed there. Not drifting back. Not struggling. Right on her shoulder, stride for stride, while the crowd got louder and louder. Then Broeders-Bol changed gear. Down the home straight, she pulled away. Not by a huge distance, but clearly and calmly and with total control. Her running style is unmistakable. Very upright. Very smooth. She looks like she is doing less work than everyone around her, right at the moment when she is doing more. She crossed the line about half a second clear. The Netherlands won in 3 minutes, 21.10. Great Britain took silver in 3 minutes, 21.68. Italy took bronze in 3 minutes, 23.57. Now here is the number that tells you how good the British run actually was. Newnham split around 49.5 for her leg. That is a genuinely excellent anchor. She did nothing wrong. She simply ran into the best relay closer of her generation. Afterwards, Broeders-Bol talked about what the win meant. To win a 3rd European title in a row, as a very small country, makes me very proud, she said. I haven't done any sort of training on this speed, but on the other hand, we all exactly know what to do to get things right and to win that gold medal. This was a great way to finish this week. Read that middle part one more time. She said she had done no training at that speed. And she still closed the door in the last 100 meters against a runner splitting 49.5. If you want to understand why she is so calm in those situations, you have to go back a few years. At the World Championships in Budapest in 2023, Broeders-Bol was anchoring the mixed relay. She was leading in the final meters. Then she stumbled and fell, just short of the line. The baton dropped across the finish before she did. The Netherlands did not finish the race. It was the worst possible way to lose a gold medal, in front of the whole world. She did not hide from it. Later that same championships, she won the 400-meter hurdles world title. Then she anchored the women's 4x400-meter relay to gold as well, running down the British and Jamaican teams in the closing meters. The Dutch clocked 3 minutes, 20.72. Then came Paris in 2024, and the mixed relay again. Same event, same anchor leg. Same situation, with the race sitting right in front of her. This time, she took the baton in third place. She hunted down Great Britain. Then, she hunted down the United States on the home straight. The Netherlands won gold in a European record of 3 minutes, 7.43. Her split for that lap was timed at 47.93, 47.93. On a relay leg, that is the run people think about whenever she takes the baton now. She said afterwards that she never looks too closely at split times in a relay because it is about putting the whole thing together as a team. That pattern is what makes her so dangerous. She has been level with people before. She has been behind people before. She has fallen over in front of a full stadium. None of it seems to shrink her. Some runners tighten up when a rival pulls level. Their shoulders lift. Their stride gets short. Broeders-Bol does the opposite. She waits. She lets the other runner spend everything first. Then she goes past. And this relay team is not just strong in Europe. They are one of the best in the world. With Broeders-Bol and Klaver in the squad, the Netherlands won the outdoor world title in 2023. They won the indoor world title in 2024. And they took Olympic silver in Paris in 2024. Sunday's win pushed Broeders-Bol somewhere no Dutch athlete has been before. She now has 8 European Championship medals. That is more than any other athlete in Dutch history. It puts her level with Fanny Blankers-Koen, who collected 8 of them back in the 1950s. But look at the colors, because the colors matter. Blankers-Koen won 5 golds. Broeders-Bol has 6 golds, plus 1 silver and 1 bronze. And she has done all of that across only 3 championships. She is 26 years old. Her teammates walked away with their own milestones. Broeders-Bol, Klaver and Saalberg have now each won 3 European relay golds. 2 more Dutch women collected gold medals too. Vanessa Mercera and Nina Franke ran in the heats, and in relay racing, that counts. That is worth saying out loud, because Broeders-Bol says it herself constantly. She has always pushed back on the idea that one person brings home a relay gold. Her point is simple. She only gets to close a race like that if the 3 women in front of her hand her something worth closing. On Sunday night, they did exactly that. Schoot and Klaver built the lead. Saalberg held on under real pressure when Great Britain came at her. Broeders-Bol finished it. So what did Birmingham actually prove about her? It proved that a whole season at 800 meters has not cost Femke Bol her sharpest weapon.